I admit it, I'm really worried about my kids online. I'm not sure how to protect them, and I don't know what to protect them from. They're now a year older. My 11-year-old has her own phone. She's on social networks. My 15-year-old is busy with the texting. What am I supposed to do? This is Paul Davis. I invited him to help me out. Your mission really is to protect kids online. So I guess the first thing is there really something that I should be worried about, or am I, helicopter parenting?
There are, regretfully, and the concerns, number one, are cyberbullying. Number two, online predators, and number three, pornography.
Okay, so what can parents do?
A combination of three things. Parenting, which is educational, software, and hardware.
You talk to thousands of parents every year about keeping their kids safe. What are the processes that need to be in place that parents need to do today?
I have a golden rule of technology, which is number one, no technology in a child's bedroom. That's where their curiosity takes off. So when I look at a family household and I see the computers in a common area of the home where parents have access to when their child's online, excellent. Let's talk to our kids. Let's find out what is interesting them online, and let's take an interest in what they're doing online. It allows you to communicate with them from a more educated perspective, saying, hey, I understand this Instagram thing is really cool, but you have 500 people following you. That's a concern for me as a parent because you don't know 500 people. So what percentage are creepers? What percentage are just living through your eyes?
Child predators. How dangerous is this to my child?
Well, children have this bad habit, which is they may have a private account because parents said, keep it private, you're fine. They will look for other people that have similar interests as they do. They like soccer, I like soccer, I must know them. We both live in Ottawa, let's follow. Once they follow, they use their ways to build trust with the child.
So what do parents do to prevent this?
Pay attention to your child, which is every now and again, and I'll do it, is I'll walk up to my daughter and I'll put my hand out, I'll get the device, we'll sit down, we'll smile at each other, talk, go through Instagram. I'll ask her, who is this person? If I ever get, I think he came to school, I might know it, done. We cross him out.
Explain to me how this child pornography thing works and how my child can be a victim of it.
If an individual who's 15 years old, let's assume it's a female, takes a picture of herself, and it could be a topless picture, that's the creation of child pornography. Because it's on her device, it's the possession of child pornography. Sending it to one individual is the distribution of child pornography.
Is there anything I need to know about passwords?
Well, first of all, you should know your child's passwords. And number two, passwords are the key to your security online. So simplistic 4-digit passwords, unacceptable. You should immediately change your password and make it, at the very least on a handheld, 6 digits or longer, but I would prefer a word because a word is really hard to get into. And online, it should be at the very minimum 12 characters, including uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and symbols. For every login, you must have a unique password. And people will say, but Paul, how am I going to remember them all?
But Paul, how am I going to remember them all?
I write them down in a book. And I hide the book in my home. So I have about 60 passwords, and they're all written down. And they'll say, well, why would you do a book? I said, because a book can't be hacked.
So tell me a little bit about software and how that's important.
There's a lot of free software out there, and it's web-based that will allow you to protect your child online. Norton makes one called Norton Family, which will allow parents to, again, protect their children from going online because it's parental software. So if they wish to put restrictions on the amount of time they're using the technology, cut them off at a certain time, restrict the websites they're visiting. And then there's taking it to the next level, which is software that will prevent viruses, malware, spyware. So software is an important piece, not only to protect them, but to protect you, the parent, that has given them permission to use your computer, which you use potentially for businesses or online banking and stuff of an adult nature.
So what about hardware? I know nothing about hardware.
When I talk about hardware, I'm making references to wireless routers. Kids know how to access the internet because they click on Wi-Fi. It's 24/7 access. So number one, a wireless router should have a really, really strong password. One person in the home have access to it. Number two is you can put a restriction on the router, which can turn off the router. So if you want your router to turn off every night at 9 o'clock, app-enabled routers, meaning an app on your device, can control the router. We'll shut it off at 9 o'clock, meaning no one has access.
That is fascinating. Socialnetworkingsafety.net is Paul Davis's website. He will come to your school and teach you and your kids how to stay safe online. Thank you so much. That's great information.
Thank you for having me.